Good morning, Anarchy Land. How are y'all doing? I hope you are holding up well. We're going to talk about this situation with this certain Mr. Floyd. Because there's things going on here that just don't sound right. But first, we got to talk about Obama Foundation tweeting a poster of George Lyod on May 17th. Why would he put up the very same poster that we've seen since the 25th after Mr. Lyod was murdered? Why would he put that up on the 17th? Now, if you try to go to that same tweet, you're not going to find it. It has been scrubbed off their Twitter account. Why? Why has that been removed? I'm going to give you the links to Hal Turner. He was really the only site I could still, find the original tweet for May 17th regarding Mr. Floyd and what we're seeing now. I just realized I am spelling the man's name wrong and have been all the long. Yeah, it's one of those days, right? When you realize you completely screwed up someone's name. Anyway, got that fixed. But now what you find for that day is a tweet about a commencement speech that wasn't there on the 17th. It was a poster of Mr. Lyod days before he was dead. Supposed to be dead. I'll give you a link to go and see it. Is this man even dead? Is my question now. So that's why I'm wondering now. Is he really dead? Are we going to see pictures of him with a different name and on the beach of Mexico? I don't know. Beach of Tahiti. There is something really fishy going on here. There's been a push by the United Nations to disarm American citizens and citizens around the world. Why? Because you can't conquer an armed populace. You can't. And we have more guns per house in this country than anywhere on the earth. I mean, we take our right to bear arms feverishly, literally, and we should. Now, I have talked about Agenda 2030 and the America 2050 plan several times. This fits right in. It fits right into a plan. So my question is, how much further do they have to go for they can militarize law enforcement? I mean, completely militarize them. Well, you got communities that want to dismantle the police departments. Now, that's misleading as hell. I'm going to tell you right now, it's misleading. They're not going nowhere. They're still going to be needed for actual crimes. But when you call 911 for domestic violence, you have somebody about to blow your head off. That's when you're going to get a call. You're probably going to get one after you're dead. Because, hey, who wants to be lying and pool their own blood dead and have social workers running around? Who the hell wants that? I don't. I mean, I don't want either way, but, you know, there's only so much psychologists and caseworkers can do. They cannot solve crimes. That is not their training. Now, I get it. It's probably frustrating for cops when they go out and every time they turn around, they're, you know, this is the same couple every time, 2-3 times a week, maybe 20 times a month. It's the same couple. Now, I'm not picking on men here, not in the least bit. This is not about that, okay? This is about how we are being manipulated to go along with this. And we are being viciously manipulated by the media. I am watching a Noam Chomsky manufacturing consent documentary he did. And I'm seeing all these things happen. We're being told, oh my God, the police are out of control, they're killing people, they're slashing tires. And they did do it. That was done. Or it was somebody with a law enforcement uniform. Omar Jimenez with the CNN. We all seen that arrest. Let me tell you right now. If you're being arrested by a cop, an actual cop, they're not going to let you finish your script. They're not going to pick your equipment up and politely hand it to your camera guy. They're not going to let him lay down his equipment. They're going to grab you. If you resist, they're going to grab you, put you face down, and there's not going to be funny foreplay. You're going to be in cuffs and carted off to a jail. So is your camera guy. And if the equipment gets broke, well, you shouldn't have resisted. That is what an actual law enforcement will do. They're not going to be nice about it. They're going to give you one opportunity to go without fuss. And only one. There's Jeff Censored broke down the CNN Omar Jimenez so-called arrest. CNN has fake stories I don't know how many times. They are almost Academy Award-winning level at faking stories and pretending that they're real. They're very close. I think for the next year, they'll be there. They'll be getting an Academy Award for the best fake arrest of a journalist. In the meantime, you get people like myself that, I'll get into it in just a second, that want to pursue journalism, want to tell what's really going on in this country. And they make us look like idiots. Because they've sold their soul to Satan and his minions. They make people like myself look bad. People like Pamela Ray Sheffer. Looks like a joke because these morons. I shouldn't say moron. I mean, they're making millions and millions of dollars for selling their soul. And it's only going to cost them an eternity in hell. I don't know, maybe fair change. No, I don't see that being a fair change. We have to really stop and look at these situations and ask who, what, where, when, why, and how. We look at the whole story. We need to ask those questions and start seeing through the bullshit that's stacked in front of us. Have no doubt, people, the wolf is at our back door. Mary's little lamb is at the front door. Take the bitch, carve it up, put it in the freezer, and get back to the wolf at your back door. Forget about the lambs at the front door. Look at the wolves at the back door. No matter what is thrown at us. Now, if you'll notice, with all these riots, and the looting, and the peaceful protests, nobody is practicing social distance. Now, I put a post on a news story through a breaking news app, and I got exactly the response I thought I would get. Very few people are actually getting sick. Very few. The post I asked was, does anybody know somebody with this virus outside of an area away from, that doesn't live around a military base with a bioweapons lab or sound experiments? And a few people said no, and a few people said yes. It's about even. And I also got asked if I was born a dickhead or did it take years of practice. Well, here's it. I just posed the question. And all of a sudden this person gets all huffy because they couldn't handle an actual question being posed. A question to get people to really stop and think. Now, I got something I want to talk to you about. This Black Lives Movement. Yes, Black Lives matter. Black lives here in America, in Europe, in Africa, and in the Middle East. They should all matter. But these people here go bat nuts every time somebody is supposedly killed by a white cop. See, I don't even believe the man's dead now at this point. There's just too many things that don't make sense going on here. There's too many agendas that are playing out. So no, I no longer believe he's dead. These Black Lives Movement people are a bunch of fucking hypocrites. They will rant, rave, stomp up and down the streets when a black man is supposedly killed here in America. But they say nothing when a black man in Libya is sold in slave market. They say nothing about black children in Yemen being starved to death by this government, mind you, via Saudi Arabia. They don't say boo over that. Oh no. So why don't they just be honest and say only the American Black Lives Matter to them? Because we expose the fact they're hypocrites. They don't give a shit about black lives. Because if they did, they would have seen through this gangster rap nonsense and brought it to a screeching halt. They would have caught on to the uprise in black youths being put in prison after gangster rap got popularized and shoved down throats. They would have caught on to that. I always thought it was suspicious, but, hey, that was just me. I thought I was the only one seeing it. Apparently I wasn't. If they really gave a damn about black lives, they would be screaming at their senators, the representatives, these so-called elected officials. But they're not. Because they don't give a frog's fat ass about black lives, or white lives, or brown lives, or yellow lives. They don't care. I seen a meme on Instagram yesterday of a man holding his hand down and reminding people that the government does not care about any lives except their own. That is very true. So, given everything we're seeing, we went from the virus that very few people are getting, that was leaked out of Fort Detrick, and transferred to the Wuhan lab that this government owns. We went from that crisis. While we were in that crisis, we were being robbed, and we didn't even freaking know it. Because billionaires became trillionaires overnight. These supposed to be payroll protection programs. All that money went to the super wealthy. And nobody's saying a word about it. No one. But a black man supposedly gets killed and people lose their shit. While there's black men being killed left and right. Not just in this country, but all over the world, and no one's saying a word. You're hypocrites. You're Pharisees. I will see you tomorrow.